with me. Keep your helmets off. It'll make it a little easier to hear me. So real quick, just an introduction on who I am and where I came from and why I'm here. My name is Greg Skyber. I'm the area trainer for Area East for Porsche Cars North America. There are 6 of us around the country that do this job. I cover everything from Appleton, Wisconsin, all the way down to DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So any one of those dealerships or centers, as we call them, I go and visit, and I talk sales training, some service things, and all vehicle product related things. So today I'm here with my man Eric from Ann Arbor. He showed up just to kind of give you a little special treat. He just had the opportunity last week to drive this vehicle in Texas, which is where we're launching it currently for all of our centers. Okay, so the center employee comes down, sales, service, managers, they all come down to Dallas, and we got them on a racetrack, much like what you're doing today in these vehicles, and they're getting the opportunity to feel what an all-electric would feel like on the track. So we have this and new Taycan down there in Dallas, and we're running waves constantly with this new product, getting people in it. Hopefully they come back to the store enthused and pumped. You just got back this week.
And I'm pumped.
There it is. So that's not easy, all right? So with that, I would call it amped with this.
Yeah, that's cool.
We'll go that way. See it? All right. So with that being said, this is brand new. It's kind of cool you're all here to see it because most people haven't seen this yet in person unless you work for the company or for one of the stores. So right here, right out of the gate, what you're looking at is a turbo. What's unique about this is not only did we change the exterior shell of Macan, it is completely different, but we've also changed everything underneath this vehicle. So you're going to get an opportunity to drive Taycan out here today. But just keep in mind, this is a completely different battery setup than even the Taycan is that you're driving, okay? So that's a pouch style setup that's out there. This is a prismatic cell, which goes inside of a module. So we have these modules that we pretty much daisy chain together that live underneath this vehicle on the flat part of it. And within those modules, there are cells like cassette tapes, right? For those of you old enough to know what that is. Some of you maybe not, okay? We used to put it in a thing, and you'd watch movies, and you'd have a speed rewinder. It was cool, the good days. So that is the setup underneath this vehicle, and then we have electric motors on the front and rear. We do sell a rear-wheel drive only version of this, so that would only have a electric motor in the rear, right? So with that, that is an option for the market. If you're looking for just a rear-wheel drive SUV, they're a lot of fun. It's still weight distribution set up to be like a 911, so you're gonna feel like a 911 when you drive this vehicle. We do that on purpose. We've sold 911s for a long time. We know that it has that rear feel to it. In the previous Gen Macan, we actually added boron to the rear to give it more of that butt feeling, right? That heavy rear. So we don't have to do that here because we have the electric motor and pulse inverter back there. So that gives it that same feeling like a 911 with 4 doors for your family, right? So it's pretty neat in that way. Overall though, what's unique is we do have a frunk in this vehicle. A lot of our competition don't offer a frunk. That's right, a little storage space up front that you can put a very small item of your choice, maybe a gym bag. So if you want to come around, I'll show you what that looks like real quick. We'll start at the front, we'll walk to the rear, and we'll get you out here out of the racetrack. Unique part of this vehicle starts at the front. You're going to look right up here. What are we looking at right here? Fire away with some answers. What is this? Is it a headlight though? Or is it just daytime running lamps? That's all this is. This is daytime running lamps for the vehicle. The high and low beams are down here, believe it or not. So we separated these two. This is new for us, right? So it's a pretty cool, unique setup. If you look on the front, we're actually presenting our new Porsche crest too. So for those of you who don't know, we changed our crest up a bit. It actually looks just like the same on the key. How cute is that, right? This is a turbo night finish, which is only available on turbo models. Okay, this and Taycan have that as well. This was first shown on new Panamera. So now it's here. What we did is we got rid of some of that basketball feeling to the logo, the crest. We put it more of a honeycomb. We got smoothed out behind the stags here, and if you look, the horse got jacked now. It lost a little bit of weight, and the Stuttgart is actually pronounced and written properly, so you can see it instead of just kind of like a look of it, right? The front though, you can use this. Comes up quick. Watch your chin. All right. You can use the button. You can see you got your front here. In European markets, this would be like a roadside kit, but not here in the U.S., but you can store things in there, some groceries or a small dog, maybe. Just kidding. Don't do that. But yeah, that's your frunk up front. What's unique for those of you that would ever have to take it into a dealership, we actually have a 12-volt kick right here that you can pull out, and it's got a little jump spot for you for 12 volt. And then if you ever had a battery die in your key, you can hold it right over the VIN plate right here and pull the handle 3 times, it'll get you in the vehicle. Little pro tip for you, all right? I don't know if I'm supposed to share that with general public, but you got it now, so you can take it. All right, so it's pretty cool stuff. Overall, the coefficient of drag of this vehicle is 0.25. If any of you know what that means that this thing is super slippery through the air, especially for an SUV, right? The Macan started out at a 0.35, and the way we optimize that is the design, you'll notice a lot different than the standard Macan that we have currently, right? The internal combustion engine one. We optimized our wheels, so you'll notice that these wheels look a little bit different. They got a little bit more material to them. The less you can see through on a wheel, the more aero they are. The more aero they are, the more slipperier they are, right? The better efficiency you're going to get out of them. So we can give you a sporty look. We actually got rid of the 19-inch wheel and we bumped up to 20s, 21s, and 22s are your only wheel options. So no matter what wheel you get on this vehicle, it's bigger than where it started before with the internal combustion engine. So that's a cool thing for all of you looking to buy one. You're always going to get a good looking wheel. We kept some of the signature, like the side blades. These came from 918 design, for those of you who are 918 fans out there. We kept the side blade look to it as well. And then as you look down the side, you'll see that there's 2 charging doors, one on each side, right? So the key to this is you can press your hand over it here and it should open up for us, assuming it's unlocked. There we go. And you'll see your DC fastest here, charging. Only one of these can be open at a time. So if I have this open, it'll shut that one. And if he opens that one now, it'll shut this one, right? As soon as you unplug, it shuts the door for you so you can walk away. The key actually activates a couple things for you. When you get inside the vehicle, it automatically starts it up for you. You don't have to take it out of your pocket. You don't even have to hit the start button. Put it in drive, you drive off. Once you get to your location, you put it in park, get out of the vehicle, and we'll lock the car after you walk away from it. Right? So pretty awesome little setup there. So there's a lot less to think about when you're inside the vehicle or just living with this vehicle overall. You're looking at extremely fast charging for those of you that do charge on the road. Obviously, electric vehicles is meant to make life easier for you and less time at the pump, less time away from your families and your hobbies. So we want to charge at home. The majority of the time, that's what we would be doing. The 220 in the wall, NEMA 1450, your dryer outlet, that's what we recommend for charging. Electrician installs it and you're good to go. Comes with a mobile charger connect that you'll get in there, a mobile charger, excuse me. So you'll plug that right into the wall and it'll be in the back of the vehicle back here. I always put it up front. And with that being said, you can charge it overnight, or you can go to any Electrify America station or any of the other fast chargers in the area. We have them all right within the PCM, so that's the screen in the middle there. And if you zoom out, it'll give you a jagged blue line. And that jagged blue line is your current state of charge for the vehicle. So no matter where you sit, whether it's 10%, 80%, or 100%, that blue line shows you how far you can drive with that current state. So then you can kind of map your route and pick your chargers from there. You can also do this from the app within your phone, so you can do it from at home, sitting on your couch and set your trip up right from the living room, which is pretty nice. So with that being said, you can charge this thing at an Electrify America station less than 25 minutes fully charged, right? Not too long. That's the amount of time you're going to take to go in, get a drink, use the restroom, check out, come back out. You're pretty much all the way up, charged all the way up. So we say 10 to 80% is our charge range, but you got a lot of cool options there for charging. This can take 270 kilowatts of charge at a time. So those of you that know what that means, that's just the amount of power it can push into this vehicle, which is significantly more than what we were able to do with some of our other electric vehicles and more than a lot of the market can do out there. So it is an 800 volt system, okay? And the way this one's set up is 400 volts. So with that, we can charge at that 800 volt architecture, which there's very few manufacturers out there running that. That allows me to pull in, charge, and leave faster than the majority of the manufacturers out there. And it is noticeable every single time I plug in. They always go, wait, you're already done? And it literally is that fast. So it does make life a lot easier if you had to charge while on the road doing those longer road trips. So yep, we do get over about 300 miles depending on the model that you're getting with the vehicle. So and also where you live, how you're driving, for those of you with that heavy right foot. Yeah, and all of that does matter. So with that, I don't want to steal any more of your time because they only gave me a small amount of time. But again, thank you for coming out, taking time away from your families to hang out with us today. I appreciate it. My name's Greg. I'm out of Porsche Cars North America, so I work out of the Atlanta office. And yeah, I'm glad to be here with all of you. Enjoy the beautiful weather and have fun out there. Keep the shiny side up, please.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, that's it.
It's a hard reset car.
It would have expired on Sunday.
Random. Can't imagine what that's for.
Well, this is a different one. Or just a motor controller module.
It'd be way larger. That's what it was.
Oh, just controller.